To keep on in love with the present. Make it aloud, I can't live you without one and only new paradise. Shook with emotion, so I can't wait. Open the gates, I'll go right away. Nothing to worry, don't be afraid. Pull it up. New Caledonia, utopia of my dreams. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. New Caledonia, utopia of my dreams. Be mine, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That is big in the ocean, then it big constellation. My I really do. Shall we dance? At the top of this journey, guess I never get everything right. Nothing can make up for the loss of the dream. Keeping more need to change. It is all about freedom, something really special. Living in the wonderland. Could have going underwater, trying to feel the way.
Over the world, I see the cost. It is the most beautiful of the moment. Girl, you changing my life, one of a kind. Till the end of the road, I'll be on your side.
Shifting the motion, so I can't wait. Open the gates, I'll go right away. Nothing to worry, don't be afraid. Put it up. New Caledonia, utopia of my dreams. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. New Caledonia, utopia of my dreams. Be mine, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Love is spread into ocean, then it becomes solution. My I really do. Show me dance.
Boom, I made the love town, take on my broken. Get ready on 24, I'm about to make the way. Take my hands to the end, get it on and turn it on. Never gonna give it up, I will give my promise.
New Caledonia, utopia of my dreams. Yeah, yeah, yeah. New Caledonia, utopia of my dreams. Be mine, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Love is big in the ocean, then it becomes solution. Now I really do. Show me dance. Gotta understand. One more chance. Gotta understand. New Caledonia. Yeah. When you take a sleep, I move on. Let me try to save your night. I can take my eyes off you every day. If you miss a chance, that it's too late. This love is hard as topic, so my heart is beating like crazy. Sweetness or the fact that falling in love. Want it all, time to rest. But romantic feeling. I just want you to keep on in love with the present. Make it aloud, I can't live you without one and only new paradise. Shook with emotion, so I can't wait. Open the gates, I'll go right away. Nothing to worry, don't be afraid. Pull it up. New Caledonia, utopia of my dreams. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. New Caledonia, utopia of my dreams. Be mine, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That is big in the ocean, then it becomes solution. My I really do. Shall we dance? At the top of this journey, guess I never get everything right. Nothing can make up for the loss of the dream. Keeping more need to change. It is all about freedom, something really special. Living in the wonderland. Could have going underwater, trying to feel the way.
Over the world, I see the cost. It is the most beautiful of the moment. Girl, you changing my life, one of a kind. Till the end of the road, I'll be on your side.
Shifting the motion, so I can't wait. Open the gates, I'll go right away. Nothing to worry, don't be afraid. Put it up. New Caledonia, utopia of my dreams. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. New Caledonia, utopia of my dreams. Be mine, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Love is spread into ocean, then it becomes solution. My I really do. Show me dance.
Boom, I made the love town, take on my broken. Get ready on, trying to born. I'm a battle, make the way, take my hands to the end. Get it on and trying it on, never gonna give it up. I will give my promise.
New Caledonia, utopia, my dreams. New Caledonia, utopia, my dreams. Now I really do. Show me dance. Gotta sense. One more chance. Gotta sense. New Caledonia. Yeah. When you take a sleep, I'll move on. Let me try to save your night. I can take my eyes off you every day. If it means a chance that it's too late. This love is hard as topic.
แย่ มาครับ เริ่มกันเลยนะครับก่อนอื่นสวัสดีครับผมวันนี้มากันห่างหายไปนานนะครับกับ YouTube ครับผมวันนี้จะมาเล่นครับผม WWE 2K25 ครับผมกับโหมดโชว์เคสนะฮะเรามาดูกันว่าโชว์เคสรอบนี้จะเป็นไงครับผมชื่อโชว์เคสรอบนี้ชื่อว่า The Bloodline Dynasty ครับผมเป็นยังไงนะมันเป็นเห็นเขาบอกว่าสนุกนะก็เลยจะมาลองเล่นดูนะแบบยาวๆกันไปเลยนะเช็คแป๊บนึงนะสวัสดีทุกคนครับผม Yeah, hello everyone, I'm KO and now I will play the WWE 2K25 with the showcase the Bloodline Dynasty and yeah, let's see what it is. How it going? Let's go. ไปลุยนี่นะฮะเราจะไปโชว์เคสนะฮะนี่ไงโชว์เคสนะฮะแต่ว่าจริงๆมันมีก่อนหน้านี้นะแต่ว่าเฟอร์กดอันนี้ไปนะเดี๋ยวเรามาเริ่มกันเลยอันแรกนะฮะเปิดมาเป็นโซโลซิกัวกำลังยกบอดี้โรดครับโอ้โหสเปียร์จากโรมันเลนนะฮะ2ได้แค่2ครับผมเหมือนเป็น WrestleMania ครั้งที่40นะฮะนี่หงุดหงิดเลยนะสีหน้ามานะฮะสีหน้ามานะตอนนี้วิ่งมาขวดมุมกล้องโคตรเลิศ
Solo sent crashing to the outside, courtesy of the
มาแล้ว
franchise.
เรามาแล้วเขาให้ทำอะไรให้ใส่มาสิ
Down goes Reigns.
แล้วทำอะไรใส่โซโลซิกัวนะฮะจัดไปครับผมลากโซโลซิกัวมาก็ติดไม่ใช่เหรอใส่AA ข้างๆไปไม่ใช่อีก หรือว่าเราต้องปีนต่อไม่รู้ทำยังไงอันนี้คือต้องเหวี่ยงสวัสดิ์ตัวไปมาแล้วโอเคมาฮะโอ้โหเอใส่โตผู้บรรยายนะใครเดอะร็อกนะฮะนี่ไงเดอะร็อกมา
The final boss is at WrestleMania. What a moment this is. Brings back memories from
The Rock นะ
WrestleMania over a
เพื่อนรัก
decade ago.
เผ่าซามัวของเรานะ
Now this is a WrestleMania moment. Rock and Cena
นะครับ
face to face.
เจอกันแล้ว
Feeding off the electricity of
ซี
this
น่ากับ The
crowd.
Rock มาเจอกันแล้วตัวนี้
This is absolutely surreal.
นะครับจะเป็นไงต่อนะจังหวะนี้ประจันหน้ากันจังหวะนี้หมอคนดูเล็กน้อยแล้วนี่อยู่แคนซีมีไปจะต่อยโดนร็อกก็ท่อมเรียบร้อยครับผม
The final boss strikes and Cena is down. And now The Rock taking off the Mama Rhodes weight belt.
เอาเข็มขัดออกมาเอาแล้วใครมาอีก
No way. No way. Guys, what is going on here?
ใครมา
We know that music all too well, but it's
เซตโรลลินมาแต่โดนโรมันเลนไปเดอะล็อกยืนงงนะแล้วบอกโคดิโรดให้ลุกขึ้นนะจังหวะนี้น่าจะเอาเข็มขัดฟาดนะอันเดอร์เทเกอร์โผล่มานะฮะเสียงที่คุ้นเคยเรียบร้อยอยู่ข้างหลังแล้วเอาเอียบพึ่งนิดนึงนะใส่ซิกเนเจอร์นะฮะปึ๊บโจ๊กเข้าไปฮะแล้วโชกสะแหลกร่วงเลยดับอีกแล้วครับน่าจะหายแล้วนะฮะเนี่ยหายคู่เลยเหลือแค่โคดี้โรดกับโรมันเรนนะอะไรครับเขาจะใครคว้าเก้าอี้ได้ก่อนนะโรมันเรนลุกขึ้นได้ก่อนครับผมจังหวะนี้แล้วจับไปฮะได้เวลาสังหารแต่อะไรตีเซโรลินก่อนได้ทำเลยขอตีพอดีถ้าถอดกัน ทางเก้าอี้ต่างๆเลยเตรียมสเปียร์โบโดนเตะแล้วคอร์สโรรอบเดียวไม่พอฮะคอร์สโรเก้าอี้บักรอบสุดท้ายฮะ1-2เรียบร้อยอ่ะคนที่โรดชนะนะฮะอันนี้คือเป็นเหมือนเป็นโปรโลกกับเป็นอินโทรเข้าโชว์เคสอะและนี่แค่เริ่มต้นเท่านั้นปุ้ม The Bloodline Dynasty ครับผมใช่ไม่อินโทรใช่ไหมอินโทรอยู่นี่
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I serve as special counsel and the wise man to your
อยากจะแนะนำคนนี้นะท่านหัวหน้าเผ่าโรมันเรนครับผม
uncontroverted, unquestioned leader of the Bloodline, the most dominant group in recent memory and in the entire history of WWE.
เขาบอกว่ากลุ่ม The Bloodline เป็นกลุ่มที่น่าเกรงขามที่สุดใน WWE นะตอนนี้นะแล้วก็40 ปีที่เขาทำงานนะฮะพอเฮแมนทำงานมานะแล้วก็ได้สร้างพันธมิตรที่แข็งแกร่งมาหลายชั่วอายุคนนะฮะ
The triumvirate that composes this dynasty that we know more colloquially as the Bloodline.
และเขาเจอ The Bloodline นะว่าเป็นครอบครัวที่เขาคุ้นเคยนะตั้งแต่40 ปีที่ผ่านมานะและเขาก็ได้มองเด็กๆเหล่านี้ขึ้นมาสู่ระดับท็อปซูเปอร์สตาร์นะ
to serve as your host for the WWE 2K25 showcase featuring a dynasty like no other, the Bloodline. When you look at this incredible family tree, this is proof
Family tree อย่างเยอะ
there's only one
มีหลายคนนะฮะ
family in professional wrestling, bound by
แล้วก็มีตั้งแต่แรกแบบตั้งแต่ยุคแรกเลยครับผมมีหัวหน้าเผ่าใหญ่ครับผมเมื่อกี้แล้วก็มีพ่อของอัลฟาและซิก้านะตอนนี้คือเขากำลังเล่าย้อนว่าบัดไลน์จุดเริ่มต้นเป็นไงนะอัลฟาและซิก้าและมีเดอะร็อกริกิชิอุมากะโยโกซุน่าไนแจ็คจิมมี่และเจอุโซนะฮะโซโลซิกัวเจฟฟาตูโหเยอะเหมือนกันนะเนี่ยและมีขวดหน้าเผานะฮะโรมันเรนเป็นเจ้าของแชมเปี้ยนชิพและเวทีและสเตเดียมต่างๆนะส่งต่อรุ่นสู่รุ่นแล้วได้เขาได้เป็นผู้นำของ WWE ณ ปัจจุบันนี้นะ
It is my duty to take you through some of the most ferocious battles featuring the greatest warriors in the family. Not everything goes according to plan, and this year we're going to give you a chance to right the historical wrongs and change history to bring more glory to the Bloodline.
เปลี่ยนหน้าประวัติศาสตร์
Our showcase, after all.
ของ The Bloodline นะผมผ่านโชว์เคสนี้นะฮะ
themselves. Acknowledge me. All of this fighting amongst each other, this constant power struggle, no, I won't let all of that ruin this moment.
ฉันไม่อยากให้ใครมาทำลายโมเมนต์เหล่านี้นะ
Or Roman
เพราะว่านี่ไม่ใช่แค่โซโลซิโกหรือโรมันเรนส์หรืออูโซแต่เป็นทุกๆคนในครอบครัวของ The Bloodline และคนที่ทำให้เป็นซุปเปอร์สตาร์จนถึงปัจจุบันนี้นะและนี่คือ Royal Family นะฮะเป็นครอบครัวและไม่มีครอบครัวไหนทำได้อีกและนี่คือ Bloodline Dynasty คือ2 อันนี้เราเผลอกดข้ามนะก็ถือว่าเป็นอย่างนั้นไปแต่ว่าเราจะเริ่มเข้าแมตช์แรกกันเลยก็ผมเป็นโยโกซุน่าพบกับฮองโฮแกนในศึก King of the Ring ปี 1993 นะผมเพิ่งรู้ว่าโยโกซุน่าเป็นหนึ่งใน Bloodline เหมือนกันนะฮะไปกันเลยฮะ
In a family that specialized in brute force over the years, perhaps no one better personified this
ไม่มีใครเทียบเท่ารัตนี่อโนะหรือญาติของเขาที่เป็นเผ่าซามัวเหมือนกันเขาคือโยโกซุน่าแล้วครอบครัวของเขาได้เป็นแชมป์เวิลด์เฮฟวีเวทตอนปี 1992 นะฮะโยโกซุน่ามาตอนปี 1992 ครับผมแล้วเขาชนะ Royal Rumble ในปี 1993 หลังจากที่เขาเดบิวต์ได้ไม่นานและเขาชนะใน WrestleMania ครั้งที่ 9 นะฮะชนะ Bret Hart นะฮะแล้วโยโกซุน่าได้ไต่ไปสู่ระดับท็อปในปีต่อมาแชมป์ WWE 2 สมัยแชมป์แท็กทีมอีกนะฮะแล้วก็ชนะอย่าง Bret Hart Undertaker Lex Luger และฮองโฮแกนโยโกซุน่านี่เป็นชื่อกลางของผมเหมือนกันนะครับก็เขามีน้ำหนักที่เยอะนะฮะแล้วก็รู้สึกว่าเขาได้ทำหน้าที่ตรงนี้ได้ดีก็เป็นชื่อกลางของผมที่ดีเลยทีเดียวนะฮะแล้วก็ผมรู้สึกภูมิใจที่มีชื่อนี้นะฮะเป็นที่เรื่องช็อกวงการนะกับการมาของโยโกซุน่าลงโทษผู้ต่อสู้ด้วยซุปเปอร์คิกและเล็กดรอปและแน่นอนบันไซด์ดรอปนะการลงด้วยตูดของเขาครับผมและคิดว่าไม่มีใครได้เตะออกมาได้นะที่หลุดออกมาได้นะRodney เป็นความสามารถที่ยูนิคมากๆครับผมก็รู้ว่าเขาทำไงตอนอยู่บนเวทีนะแล้วก็Rodney เป็นคนที่เป็นผู้เข้าแข่งขันที่ดีนะฮะมีท่า Big Splash แล้วก็การกระโดดนะฮะแล้วก็นี่เขามี energy ที่ดีครับผมแล้วก็เวลาที่ผมมองไปที่ Rodney นะก็ผมรู้สึกว่าผมเป็นเขานะฮะอยู่ในระดับท็อปเหมือนกันนะฮะและนี่คือไฮไลท์รีลนะฮะเป็น King of the Ring 1993 ครับผมเจอกับ Immortal ของโฮแกนครับผมหลังจากที่ฮังโฮแกนได้ชิงแชมป์ไปจากโยโกซุน่าไปตอน WrestleMania ครั้งที่ 9 นะฮะและในคืนนั้นนะเขาได้แก้แค้นของโฮแกนไปนะฮะมีหลายความรู้สึกนะที่โยโกซุน่าได้ฆ่า ของกลุ่มเมเนียแล้วนะและนั่นคือพลังของไมตี้โยโกซุน่าและการลงโทษของโฮแกนและเดินออกไปจากและเขาได้เดินออกไปจากชิงออนริงด้วยการเป็นแชมป์2 สมัยและนี่คือโยโกซุน่า Hall of Famer Performer และได้ปราบฮองโฮแกนลงบันไซด้วย5 บันไซนะและเราจะต้องเป็นโยโกซุน่าครับ
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an event of international magnitude. Photographers from around the world as they are documenting Yokozuna's every move.
Coming down the aisle with Mr.
อือ
is the champ from Polynesia Islands, weighing 550 pounds.
หนัก550 ปอนด์โยโกซุน่าครับผม
One thing, Corey, he's 550 pounds.
เดินมา
Bigger
อย่าง
than he's
เตี้ย
ever
ๆนะ
been.
And I understand Hulk Hogan trimmed down so he can have more speed, more endurance. But I'll tell you something, Hogan's got to take him out early.
This is going to answer a lot of
ไปกันต่อเลยนะและคู่ต่อสู้ของเขานะฮะ
Listen to this! What a phenomenal ovation for the WWE
เอ
champion!
เดี๋ยวเราลืมเปิดเพลงนะเดี๋ยวจบวันนี้เดี๋ยวไปเปิดเพลงให้นะ
Jimmy Hurts from Venice Beach, California,
จาก
weighing
แคลิฟอร์เนีย
302 pounds.
หนัก302 ปอนด์เป็นแชมป์ WWE ของโฮแกนนะฮะ
You can feel this facility shake,
อืม
literally moving.
ไปฮะ
The path doesn't matter. Here's where it counts. Here is where it's settled. The prize is on the line.
และเป็นการชิงแชมป์ครับผม WWE แชมเปี้ยนนะครับนี่ฮะเตรียมพร้อมครับผมและอย่างที่รู้กันนะผมในโชว์เคสเราต้องทำตามเควสเขานะฮะ
Emanating from King of the Ring, 1993, Yokozuna is fuming over his embarrassing WrestleMania loss to Hulk Hogan. Now, Yokozuna has got to reclaim the WWE Championship and wipe Hulkamania off the mat. Indeed,
แล้วก็
last time he was champion, it was disastrous for Yokozuna. Mr. Fuji is to challenge the Hogan on behalf of his client. And 22 seconds later, Hogan was the new WWE champion.
But that night was my
แล้วเป็นไงโอ้
controversy as Yokozuna had just been to battle with Bret Hart to win the title. This is going to answer a lot of questions from WrestleMania 9. This is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan, and we're going to find out who's the true champion.
โอเค
Down on the windpipe.
This is an event of international magnitude. Byron, photographers from around the world, including a large contingent from Japan, are documenting
ไป
Yokozuna's
ที่
every
เทิร์น
move.
บัคเกิลนะฮะ
A lot of pressure on the former champion. There is no way
มีเวลาด้วยเหรอ
Fuji
ดีกันเอาใหม่นะเอาใหม่เพิ่งเห็นว่ามี
Michael Cole emanating from King of the Ring 1993 alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton, where Yokozuna hopes to regain the WWE Championship he lost in record time.
แก้ตัวก่อนแก้ตัวเมื่อกี้
Both men coming in with so much to prove. Hogan wants to prove his controversial WrestleMania win was no fluke. And he's also promised to finally slam the 550-pound giant right through the ring.
หลบโชว์อีก
Yokozuna wants to
หลบโชว์อีก
erase the memory of his initial title reign
ย
that
ก
lasted mere seconds. He knows that a fresh
เพราะว่า
Yokozuna
โชว์
can
เก
beat
มอื่น
that
เนี่ย
fresh
ไม่
Hulk
แบบ
Hogan. And tonight
ไม่มีเว
is
ลา
the
ออก
chance
ทุก
to
ที
prove
เล
it.
ยโอ้ยโดนทวนอีก
Gross. How dirty is that?
โอ้ยโดนทุ่ม
Over.
เกราะแตก
Bret Hart
เกราะ
should
แต
have
ก
this rematch against Hogan,
โอ้
but the president of WWE has made the controversial decision
ตายละ
to
ตายละ
give Yokozuna the title match. Indeed, there will be no rematch.
แล้วโหมดที่เล่นอยู่โหมดเลเจนด์นะ
The title after Mr.
ก็ตาย
Fuji
ก็ตรงนี้แหละ
interfered on Yokozuna's behalf. Instead, he was given an automatic entry into tonight's
โอ๊ย
cage. Neither
กระติกกระติ
superstar
ก
giving it
ตีต่อยเอ้าไม่ถึง
Neither competitor is backing down.
เอ้าเลย
And he doesn't stay down for long. He was really looking for a quick pinfall there.
โอ้เฮ้ยจับไม่ได้สักทีเอาโดนเพื่อนฟาดโทษอีกมันช้าเดี๋ยวจะได้อีกนะแต่กระติกอ่ะ
Shoulders are down.
Is this enough to retain?
เลยอ่ะ
Got it. No, just a two.
ก็ยังไม่ทันทำอะไรเลย
Believe what I'm seeing right. Hulkster hits the ropes. The champ
ก็เลย
might
แพ้
have
แต่
just
แรก
seen
นะ
fit.
โรเบิร์ตก็โชคดีอ่ะ
Point outside. What's he got planned here?
เอา
Positioning the arm. Big leg drop.
ไม่ได้ส่วนให้เขาเลยตอนนั้น
Nice side headlock applied.
ใส่เห็นแล้ว
Good measure.
This is an event of international magnitude. Byron, photographers from around the world, including a large contingent from Japan, are documenting Yokozuna's every move.
A lot of pressure on the former champion. There is no way
ขอ
Mr.
ทำ
Fuji and
ออฟฟิศ
Yokozuna
ก่อน
can return
ไม่รู้ว่าต้อง
to lose face. And the Hulkster may have some self-imposed pressure.
ทำ
He not
ข้าง
only
ล่าง
wants
ก่อน
to win, he stated that he wants to pick up the
ทำข้างล่างก่อน
550-pound Yokozuna and
Heavy attack ก็สแตน
slam the
มา
Giant's
แล้ว
carcass through the ring.
And Yokozuna just loves backing Hogan into a corner like this. Relentless domination of
เอา
the champion.
ปั้มเลย
And Mr. Fuji looking on with much approval. There's no mistaking what that sinister smile of his means.
โอ้
Knee drop. Hogan's hanging in there, bringing the fight to Yokozuna. As we've seen so
แล้ว
often in the past,
เตรียมนะฮะ
Hogan is ready for any giant.
Returning to the ring now.
จับ
Yokozuna
เวีย
saw it coming.
ที
Still
รู้
so
มัน
much
ไม่
more
ที่
action to come after this amazing
ขอ
matchup.
ทำออฟฟิศอีกหน่อย
The
นะ
King of the Ring finals later, but before then, it will be an 8-man tag team match with the Steiner brothers
โดน
and
จั
the
บมา
Head Shrinkers
โอ้โห
on opposite sides.
เอาเข่าก็
You
แค่
want to talk about unfinished business from WrestleMania? Those two teams went to war back in Vegas,
Yeah.
and I expect even more hard hits here tonight.
Watch out!
สแลมสวนเข้าไปแล้วก็โจ๊กมาให้
Man, what a hit!
Hooked up. Nothing fancy there. Spinning Uranagi.
ให้เป็นสีส้มนะแล้วก็ไม่เหวี่ยงไปเลยนั่นจะนะแบร์แฮกโอเค
And the hard way.
แบร์แฮกนะฮะ
You know, Hogan slimming down may have an
เอ้ย
adverse side effect.
เอ้า
Yokozuna
เกิ
can
ด
wrench
ได้
those holds in around the Hulkster's
สวน
waist.
คืนนะฮะ
Oh, the waist and chest
โอ้
may
ย
be a
โอ้
little
ยโดนเลย
Shoulders are down. To retain.
โอ้ยฟ้าแต่แบบแรกเลย
WWE champion.
And the Hulkster just slayed the biggest giant ever.
เอาไม่โอ้ยเลยเป็นยากเหมือนกันเนี่ย
Michael Cole alongside Byron Saxton and Corey Graves, emanating from King of the Ring, 1993. Yokozuna is fuming over his embarrassing WrestleMania loss to Hulk
นี่
Hogan.
ทำออฟฟิศทีก็เสร็จ
Yokozuna
แล้ว
has vowed to reclaim the WWE Championship and let
แล้ว
Hulkamania
เจเจอร์
off the mat.
เข้าแล้ว
Indeed, the last time these two shared a ring, it was disastrous for Yokozuna. Mr. Fuji issued a challenge to Hogan on behalf of his
จั
club.
บ
And 22 seconds
ต่อยที
later,
นี่
Hogan was the new WWE champion. But that night was mired in controversy as Yokozuna had just been to battle with Bret Hart to win the title. This is going to answer a lot of questions from WrestleMania 9. This is Yokozuna
ทาง
versus
สวน
Hulk
นั่งต่อย
Hogan.
กัน
And we're going to find out who's the true champion.
We know each man's strategy coming
โคตรมา
in. Yokozuna has added 50 50 pounds to his frame since WrestleMania. Well, Hogan has actually slimmed down since he captured the WWE Championship.
Indeed, we're going to see more speed, more endurance from the Hulkster. But now that Yokozuna has hit 550 pounds, every kick, every leg drop, and every bonsai drop will be even more impactful.
Still so much more action to come after this amazing matchup. Of course, we have the king of the finals. The early quick cover, title on the line.
จะโกงอีก
Too soon for him to be thinking about a pin.
Strong punch to the midsection.
ต่อคือ ผัดกันต่อยเลยแยกหนักเอาไม่ถึงนี่แพ้แบร์ครับโอเคอันนี้ให้แบร์ครับนะเอ้าโดนสวนนี่ครับนี่รู้เรื่องเลยจังหวะนี้เตรียมตัวเอาหน้าลุกใช่ไหมเรียกให้ลุกทำยังไงฮะจังหวะนี้เอาเลยสวยแล้วโดนกระทืบ
The mouth of the South is keeping a close eye on Mr. Fuji to ensure this one stays fair. He's quick to get out of the way there.
ได้ฮะโอเคคอมพลีทเรามาเพื่อทำออบเจกตีฟนะเราต้องรีบโยกเอ้าโดนแบร์ฮักคืนโโอ้โหกล้ามากโอเคนี่เสร็จแล้วโค้ดลายทิ้งก่อนอันนี้อะไรโอเคแบรี่ทูเบอรี่ซูเฟกนะแบรี่ทูเบอรี่สแลมนะแล้วกด1 2ง่ายไปโฮแกนบอกไม่ไหวแล้วไงฮะตอนนี้สับหัวคนได้อะสับ2 ทีบ้องหูไปไม่สะทกสถานต่อยมันไม่ไหวแล้วเนี่ยแต่โฮแกนนี่
Hogan feeding off the energy of all the Hulkamaniacs. And here comes Hulk and Yokozuna being backed up to the ropes.
โอ้โห
Big boot.
เจอบิ๊กบูทนะ
I can't believe Yokozuna's still standing.
Hogan continuing to pour on the offense. A second big boot, but Yoko still on his feet.
Don't let up, Hulkster.Keep swinging, keep firing away.
ต่อยจะบิ๊กบูทอีกทีแน่เลยรอบที่3หลวงไปแล้วผู้เล็กรอบไปแล้วฮะ2ยกได้แล้ว
Mr. Fuji out of there.
มิสเตอร์ฟูจิ
feeding off the energy. Wait a minute. What is that photographer doing on the apron?
There's a match going on. What the heck?
จุดไฟมีคนจุดไฟให้ฮะ
What in the world just happened here?
สเปซเจนี่ท่าอะไรเล็กกว่าเราโดนนี่ไม่ใช่แล้วก็เราโดนเล็กกลับไปเล็กก็เล็กกลับไม่ใช่แล้วกันต้องอยู่ที่หัวนี่ขาแล้ว เล็ก
Counters to gain the advantage. Big,
โอ้ยโดนบิ๊กบุ๊
vicious.
เตะอัดหน้าโอ้ย
Elbow drops
Think
to the
so.
solar plexus.
ทิ้ง
And a
ศอ
little
กโอ้โห
disrespect for dessert.
ตูทิ้งศอกอีก
Targeting the
โอ้โห
arm.
Hogan's hanging in there, bringing the fight to
แล้ว
Yokozuna. As we've seen
จะ
so often
แบ
in
ก
the
หา
past.
ไม่ให้โอ้โหหาไม่ให้
For any giant.
ไปไหนโอ้โห
Opens the door for Hogan.
เฮ้ยตัวก็ต้องหนักจะให้ยกอะไรล่ะตัวก็ต้องหนักอันนี้
The big man,
เล็กกลับดีกว่าเล็กกลับนี่
There's that agility and ruthlessness
Okay,
on display from the Hall of Famer.
That kind of combination is why
Hey,
Yokozuna
Pete,
is so unique, even though a big man.
Quite the battle brewing here between Hogan and Yokozuna.
This is exactly what the crowd wanted to see back at WrestleMania.
ไปไหน
Oh my gosh, what one hand!
ขอลากอ่ะ
Sent into the corner.
อู้
And Yokozuna is leaving no breathing
กระ
room
ตุก
here.
กระตุกกระตุก
Yokozuna taking the fight to Hulk Hogan. The hopes is locked. Soaring.
แพ้ขอดูท่าไปตายก่อนบันไซด์ดรอปต้องไซด์ไม่ก็โอเคไม่ก็ต้องคอนเนอร์โอเคมานะนี่
Yokozuna gets countered.
Hogan managing to get some control back now.
Good chance for Hogan to gain his
บัน
legs
ไซ
back.
ด์ดรอปที่ไปหน่อยโมง
By the big man.
มีหัวแตกด้วย
This is not going to be pretty. Dragging his opponent to the corner.
และแล้ว
Taking his time. Up to the
คือ
second rope.
จ๊อกนะฮะ
All we head toward the title change.
Here's two. Shot before three.
We knew it was not going to be an easy task to
Yoko
Like
says
that.
this one's over.
อีกทีเลย
can a chair for cover from that.
Two.
จบฮะ
Yokozuna is once again champion.
ชนะครับผม
Believe it.
แต่เมื่อกี้แพ้นะผู้ชนะครับผมเป็นแชมป์ WWE โยโกซุนะ
We have the
นี่
official word. Yokozuna is indeed
พ่อหนุ่ม
the new
จามัวซูโม่ของเรา
champion. We may have just witnessed the end of Hulkamania, gentlemen.
ดูนะ
There's
มี
no
มี
may
อะไร
about
ก่อน
it, Cole. Yokozuna just conquered Hogan, and every newspaper in
Okay.
Japan is going to be filled with pictures of our
Yeah.
new
That's all.
WWE.
จะขอเอาไปฟังเสียงแป๊บหนึ่งนะแล้วเสียงเพลงเปิดตัวหายนะครับ
I'm a county jail revival. I'm a bottle and a Bible. I'm a rolling stone disciple with a cross across my face. I'm a trailer park tornado. Jagged edges on my halo. Hold the cherry hit.
ไปต่อเลยฮะ กับแมตช์ที่สองครับผมเป็น The Head Shrinker ครับผม เจอกับ The Steiners Brothers นะครับผมใน WrestleMania ครั้งที่ 9 นะฮะใช่ฮะไปเลยลุย
Our next chapter sees the
และตอน
showcase
ต่อไปนะ
spotlight shine on an area in
เป็น
which the family
ตำ
built
นาน
their legacy.
ของครอบครัวของเรา
Tag team
Tag
wrestling.
Team Wrestling
Starting with the Wild Samoans,
และเริ่มจาก
Alpha and
The Wild
Zika,
Samoan ครับผม
all
Alpha และ
are
Zika
roots of
นะฮะ
recent champions like the Usos
แล้วก็ถ้าเทียบกับปัจจุบันก็เป็น The Usos นะฮะ แล้วก็ทำมาทองก้าและทองก้าหลัวนะฮะ
in tag
ที่
team
มาลงในลีก Tag Team
consistently showing an ability to dominate the division with a wide variety of looks. And the first team that
และ
we will look at
ทีมแรกนะฮะ
accompanied to the ring by Alpha himself.
ก็คืออัลฟามีฟาตูกับซามูเดอะเฮดชริงเกอร์นะฮะ
They put the fear in people's hearts. That's what the head shrinkers did back in the day. Second to none in that ring. You know, hard-nosed, battle-tested. They went for it
เอา
every
แล้ว
single night.
More astute fans may also know that early in their journeys, Samu and
ซามูและฟาตู
were managed by
เอาละ
Paul
พอลเฮแมนเป็นผู้จัดการให้กับซามูและฟาตูนะฮะ
and the SST
และ SST ซามู The SWAT Team นะฮะ
Vengeance is mine.
เอ้ย
Already an imposing force that early on, their future greatness was obvious to so many industry
จำ
experts.
ได้ไหม
Alpha, more than anybody, knew he had the team on his hands, with Samu being his son
ซามูและ
and
ฟาตู
Fatu his nephew. The tribal elder
The tribal
was able
elder.
to mentor both, instilling in them the same unrelenting approach to competition that made the
และ
wild Samoans
การแข่งขันนี้ทำให้ The Wild Samoan เป็นที่โด่งดังไปทั่วบ้านทั่วเมืองนะฮะ
Quick stop with me in WCW, but WWE was always their goal. Upon
ขนม
arrival,
กินกล้วย
it
ซะด้วย
was clear that the Dynasty's next generation had indeed arrived, immediately drawing comparisons to their world-renowned predecessors. 10 years before it became cool
10
to
ปี
say
ก่อนที่
Samu and
จะ
Fatu
พูดออกมานะว่าซามูและฟาตู
ruthless
เป็น ruthless aggression
in the ring, overwhelming
ใน
opponents
บน
before
เว
the
ที
bell
นะฮะ
and continuing the non-stop attack until their
ก็
hands
ไม่ว่า
were
จะ
raised in victory.
ก่อนระฆังดังหรือหลังระฆังดังเขาก็จะ
Men of their size, they
ทำร้าย
brutalized
คน
the
อื่น
opposition
นะฮะ
with devastating dives from the top rope.
เรียกได้ว่าไม่มีความปราณี ไม่มีความปราณีเลย
Tag team championships in the spring of 1994,
และเขาเป็นแชมป์แท็กทีมในปี 1994 นะฮะ ในช่วงฤดูกาลปี
to even greater heights. And
และเขามีความสูงที่โดดเด่น และใน WrestleMania ครั้งที่ 9 เลย Head Shrinker
WrestleMania appearance
โผล่ออกมานะฮะ เจอกับ Rick และ Scott Steiner Brothers
Steiner Brothers, we're gonna give you a pain that you have never felt before.
While I'm not one to make excuses, I am one to give opportunities to you, our expert gaming member of the WWE Universe.
ถึงเวลาที่เราจะต้อง
Today, you have the opportunity to make
ได้มีโอกาสที่จะทำให้ทุกอย่างถูกต้องนะ ใน WrestleMania ครั้งที่ 9 Las Vegas Nevada
performed at a near perfect level that day, able to find every
ไอ้ที่
reversal and in the chaos emerge
สงคราม
victorious.
กำลังจะเริ่มต้นขึ้น
Asking you to fix that, stop them in their tracks, and get the head shrinkers that WrestleMania victory. You and I both
นายต้องหยุด
know
มัน
they
ให้ได้
deserve.
และทำให้ Head Shrinker ชนะใน WrestleMania อ้าวตอนแรกไม่ชนะหรอ อันนี้ไม่รู้ประวัติศาสตร์ยุคเก่าๆเลย
That have haunted Samu and Fatu
ซามูและฟาตู for you
Steiner lines,
Steiner line Suplex Frankensteiner
that will all bring your evening to a vicious, miserable end.
ให้สู่จุดจบและชัยชนะนะครับ
One of the
WrestleMania ที่
toughest
9
teams in WWE history. Nearly 600 pounds of pure savagery.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Alpha at a combined weight of 565 pounds.
น้ำหนักรวมกัน565ปอนด์จามูปาตูเดอะเทคชูเกอร์มากับบ้องไม้ไผ่ของเขาเนี่ย
You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone
ครับผม
that
มา
steps
กั
in
บ
their
บ้องไม้
path.
ไผ่
Yeah, there's about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
มาดูคู่ต่อสู้นะฮะ The Steiners นะฮะ
The Steiner brothers getting a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania, and we'll see if they can carry on Michigan's winning ways.
And their opponents at a
และ
combined
คู่
weight
ต่อสู้
of 531 pounds.
มาหนักรวมกัน531ปอนด์ The Steiner Brothers
The Steiner brothers are one of the most promising tag teams we've ever seen, and
มาเลยฮะมา
big
ทำ
fight
เอา
feel
ทุก
in
ที
Las
ด้วยฮะ
Vegas as gladiators face off here at WrestleMania 9.
And we are watching four men who would have been right at home inside of a Roman Coliseum. The Head Shrinkers and the Steiners are ready for a true battle.
Both teams are relatively new to WWE, but we've seen that each duo is not afraid to get physical.
โอ้ยจะขึ้นสิเฮ้ยกดแต่ไวไปนะ
What
ไว
reflexes?
ไป
Looking for the reverse the leverage and into a pin.
There's the tables, shoulders down.
เลือกกดกันอยู่อย่าง
Pin right away.
He got a little too confident with that one. The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE, but they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
ต่อ
The
ไอ้
Steiner
ตัว
brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before
ไว้
WWE.
ทีเดียวได้ไหม
You know that has to serve as motivation for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
อีกที
There may be
เดี
an
ยว
abundance of togas in the arena today, but you're not going to see a lot of Greco-Roman wrestling out of the Head Shrinkers. They're just looking to
ร่วม
hurt
กัน
the
ร่วมกัน
Steiners.
And that actually may help Samu and Fatu here. The Steiner brothers have earned most of their wins by
Bye-bye.
utilizing their amateur wrestling skill set.
25 วิ
I can't imagine they'll get many grappling opportunities against dedicated brawlers like the Head Shrinkers.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
แท็กซี่มิดโค้ง
Oh, God, what a clothesline! WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division, guys. He goes for the quick pin attempt.
ถ้าเอาที่
WrestleMania
ถือ
9
ให้เรามี
rolling on
มี
with a
ใบอยู่
potential
นะครับ
show-stealing match, guys. Two very hungry tag teams facing off.
Indeed, Michael, the Head Shrinkers and Steiner
Bye-bye.
brothers are both new to the tag division in WWE,
ไม่รู้เรื่องเลย
but
กรรมการ
both teams are off to an amazing start so
ต่อย
far.
And you have to imagine whichever team wins this high-profile fight becomes an instant top contender for the tag team championship. And with two teams this physical on such a big stage, it is indeed going to be a fight.
The Head Shrinkers accompanied at ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler. But now, he's hoping to lead Yokozuna to the WWE Championship.
And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many other main event stars of the future that could follow the lineage of Yoko.
เหมือนโดนดุมเลย
And it looks like Samu is
อะ
bleeding.
ไรจะตบวิ่งไม่วิ่งให้กันแล้วไป
Slam. No other way to say it, guys. That looked like it hurt a lot.
Getting him right into the corner.
The whole world is focused on WrestleMania 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right. A big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse.
I don't think the Head Shrinkers concern themselves much with the financial matters, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes
กระทืบ
around.
ยาวเลยทีนี้กระทื
There
บ
may be
ยาว
an
เลย
abundance of togas in the arena today, but you're not going to see a lot of Greco-Roman wrestling out of the Head Shrinkers. They're just looking to hurt the Steiners.
And that actually may help Samu and Fatu here. The Steiner brothers have earned most of their wins by utilizing their amateur wrestling skill set. I can't imagine they'll get many grappling opportunities against dedicated brawlers like the Head Shrinkers. The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE, but they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earn many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motive.
สภาพ
Big fight feel in Las Vegas as gladiators face off here at WrestleMania 9.
And we are watching four men who would have been right at home inside of a Roman Coliseum. The Head Shrinkers and the Steiners are ready for a true battle.
Both teams are relatively new to WWE, but we've seen that.
Bear hug, squeezing the breath.
Bear hug.
Placed elbow will get you out of it.
That might be enough. Yes, it is. Ouch. The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE, but they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earn many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before.
Shoulders down.
Is it enough?
And he easily stops the ref's count.
He couldn't make much of that pin attempt.
Just deadlifting right there. The power slam.
That move had the amount of force akin to a natural disaster.
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash. The ship in. Here we go. Power right out at one.
Getting the shoulder.
Illegal partner in the step.
Up before two tells me the end is not near. I've seen Samu and Fatu headbutt each other during matches. If they do that to their own flesh and blood, who knows what they'll do to the Steiners?
It's just a byproduct of the brutal take-no-prisoners offense of the Head Shrinkers, Byron. These guys will bite, scratch, and claw their way to a win. Rulebook be damned.
And with Rick and Scott coming from an amateur collegiate background,
โอ้ยไปจับอะไรไป
they
เนี่ย
might be a bit
โอ้ย
more hesitant to bend the rules. Hopefully the Steiners can adapt and fast.
มันนี่
The whole world is focused on WrestleMania 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right. A big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse.
I don't think the Head Shrinkers concern themselves much with the financial matter, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes around. Thunderous power slam.
Torturous knee.
Tags into the match.
ไม่ได้วะ
WrestleMania 9 rolling on with a potential show-stealing match, guys. Two very hungry tag teams facing off.
Indeed, Michael, the Head Shrinkers and Steiner brothers are both new to the tag division in WWE, but both teams are off to an amazing start so far.
You have to imagine whichever team wins this high-profile fight becomes an instant top contender for the tag team championship. And with two teams this physical on such a big stage, it is indeed going to be a fight.
Samu and Fatu already some success in the tag division tonight. Could really be their coming out party.
Well, they certainly have a tradition to uphold, Cole. The man in their corner, Alpha, has held the WWE tag titles on 3 occasions, and he's primed to bring the Head Shrinkers to the top as well.
หักขาโอ้โห
Stretching and tearing all the ligaments in the leg. Ooh.
โดนเรียกอีกโอ้
He puts him into the corner.
Clubbing blow.
WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division, guys.
Indeed it is, Michael. Two great young teams competing now. And later tonight, none other than Hulk Hogan will lead the Megamaniacs against Money Inc. for the tag team titles.
Odds makers in Nevada have the smart money on Hulk Hogan leaving Vegas with the gold tonight.
And retaliates with a counter.
Oh my gosh! One hand!
She's got thrown. Shoulders down, going for the cover. No, a kick out.
An emphatic kick out, and there's still a lot of game left here.
หักคออีกนะ
Just cranking the head.
The head shrinker's hands from the top.
เร็วไปอีกเรียบร้อย
Did you guys feel the rumble from that impact? Quick count out after one.
I can't believe it. He just won't go away. Sent to the corner.
Look at that counter from Samu. Boom!
Sorry.
What a right. Ooh,
Sorry.
blocked by a huge club.
A bit of provocation from Samu.
ขอได้ไหมอันเนี้ย
Right to the throat.
แค่นี้เลยไอ้
Look at this. Vicious backbreaker. The whole world is focused on WrestleMania 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right. A big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse.
I don't think the head shrinkers concern themselves much with the financial matters, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes around.
ตอนนี้ โอ้โหโดนเตะ
Shoulder tackle.
Ooh, right to the arm. At this stage, he's endured plenty of big attacks.
At this point in the match, I say make the tag and recover as much as you can.
The Shrinkers are coming to ringside by but he's Rick going for the pin. This could be over. A defiant kick out after one.
Somehow still has the energy for a quick kick out. Connecting with a sharp elbow.
แล้วยังไง
He tags in his partner.
แท็กมาแล้วส่วนได้
And that's going to jam Scott's offense.
ขออีกทีเดียว
And he gets directed into the corner.
Boom! What a headbutt! Oh, counters right into the breadbasket.
นี่เป็นฟาดได้
And he got to his partner. Oh gosh, a ref getting caught in the crossfire.
ทำอะไรตกใจแล้ว
Oh my God! Oh, a backbreaker! Right to the spine.
โอเคมา
And we are really seeing the amazing skill sets of all four men in this tag team showcase.
We already
ถูกแล้วมั้ย
knew about the brawling of the head shrinkers and the grappling of the Steiners, but men as big as these four behemoths should not be able to fly around the ring like they have thus far.
It is made for an extremely tough act to follow, guys. Wards that off.
ขอดีตายด้วยไหมนะของดีดาได้ไหมล่ะค่ะ
Hard landing.
มิสเอลวิสวิสถูกแล้วนี่
Big back body drop. You see the height on that?
It seems like this match is becoming something of an
ถูกแล้วนี่กด L แล้วไอริชวิส
uphill battle for him.
I expect a tag soon here. Have to take the chance to get your win back deep into the match.
As we find ourselves surrounded by all this pageantry, do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure of their first WrestleMania?
I can tell you that Samu and Fatu truly did not care. Alpha has turned these men into brutal fighters who simply want to destroy their opponents no matter where the fight takes place.
And as for the Steiners, we know they have big match experience, tons of amateur championship bouts in college, and some of WCW's biggest events. But even those can't hold a candle to the spectacle of WrestleMania.
Steiner cuts him off.
Snapmare could set something else up. Punch right in the head.
Power slam.
ที่ไร
Before this match began, you heard the Steiner speak backstage. Scott saying, quote, "Me and my brother are going to go out with a game plan and do what we do best, and that's wrestle."
That's all well and good for the...
Here we go! Suplex!
โดนอีกใช่ปะ
Thanks for coming. Big move from the Steiners. Might just end.
คืออะไรอ่ะอ๋อฟาตูตอนนี้เป็นซามูอยู่ปะโอเคลืมอ่านว่าต้องเป็นฟาตู
Pulled in from belly to belly.
มันก็ทักเพื่อนกับ
And now the tag.
ฟาตูฝากหน่อย
Oh man, he is more than fired up right now.
What's Steiner fixing to do?
โอ้
German suplex.
นี่ฟาตูกูเละเลย
Dropping the elbow. How much more can you take?
And in these situations, it's hard to not get desperate, to start going for Hail Mary plays. Tag made, fresh partner in.
อันนี้มันเข้ามา
And there goes
ก็
Steiner
ว่า
sent
จับ
outside
ตั้ง
the
นาน
ring.
ผิดตัว
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now, cleaning house.
ไป
Oh, look at this, the power
ฟันเวกันแล้ว
by Scott Steiner.
ไปสก็อตส
But
ไต
the
เนอ
tag
ร์
was made and Scott not aware. Big
โอ้โห
kick. Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by
จะแปลกมาก
Samu.
คนฆ่าเป็นคอลิ
Well,
ก
this is not
เป็นคอลิ
looking
เกรด
good for Steiner.
And this is what the head shrinkers do. Top tier tag team
ทำไมขับ
wrestling.
โลบ
Steiner
ขับ
didn't
โล
see
บ
the
แล้วก็
tag,
โอเค
decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face for it.
Oh man.
อ๋อเราเกิดการไม่รู้ครับเลยแล้วก็จับไป
Doing
เรื่อยเลย
whatever it takes to win, and we're about to see it. What a superplex.
อยู่ตรงนี้ไม่กล้าหรอ
Sent right into the corner.
Trapped in the corner.
Taking things to the top rope.
ถึงเวลาแล้ว
From the top.
Diving headbutt.
And that's going to put Steiner on the wrong course.
Yeah, Samu somehow gains an advantage despite everything he's been
ดู
through.
หัวแตกเรียบร้อย
Looks like it busted him open.
ตีที่หัวแตกก็ให้
Samu is really displaying aggression.
แล้ว
Seeing some high impact offense from Samu and Fatu thus far.
ตบ
I'm not sure the head shrinkers are even going for the victory. They just want to destroy the Steiners.
แล้วยังไงต่อยคืน
Fighting back, however, punches to the
ไหล
midsection.
กระแทก
And
นิ
they
ดเดียว
just busted out
โอ
an
เค
impactful maneuver.
คือใช้ต่อไปแล้วโอเคคุณต่อไปอีกอันคือโอเคคอนเนอร์คืออะไรดับเบิลเฟสเพนใช่ไหมห้ามไม่ตายเดียวกันปะอ๋อก็แตกปะ
And guys, what a war we're witnessing between the Steiners and the head shrinkers.
This is the trickiest bet in all of
Oh,
Vegas.
oh, oh.
Both
Tap,
teams
don't
so
tap.
evenly matched. I would not who to bet. This could be it. It could end
โอ้ย
right
กดสิ่ง
here.
จังเลยนะพี่
Almost ended it there.
Good Lord, scarily close to 3.
หนักยาว
Partner gets tagged in.
ไม่ได้ลิสไตล์ไม่ลดเลย
Escapes out of that attack.
Clothesline. Good Lord, so effective.
นี่ดิลดเกิดมันลง
Bigger impact. And the head shrinkers just might have it.
เป็น standing gaze แป๊บนึงนะโอเค
And into the turnbuckle he goes. There's the tag. Tandem offense on the horizon. Here they have their opponent driven down face first.
That's it. No way the Steiners come back now.
มานี่ดิ
Ripped in the hard way. That offense would definitely.
He's going for the
That's it.
pin.
ให้มันดินนึงเลย
Kicks out.
He refuses to stay down.
Pure instinct.
Oh my God. Pendulum backbreaker.
Tick-tock.
ไม่ถึงไหมเนี่ย
Both teams
ถึ
giving
งไหมเนี่ย
everything they can. Lift off. Oh, coming down from way up top.
Glazed eyes on Steiner now.
ดึง
Two
ต่อ
count.
โอ้ไม่ทัน
Shrinkers get the win.
เฮดทริงเกอร์ชนะครับผมเรสเซอร์มาเนียครั้งที่9นะครับ
Here are your winners, Samu and Fatu.
บีบีบีบี
Huge win for the head shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
นี่ดาวเผาของเราครับแบบเกลียดมากเลยอีกอันที่แบบให้ทำเควสแต่เป็นแบบเควสจับเวลา
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of
อัน
all
ต่อไปนะ
terms.
ฮะ
Dwayne The Rock
พูดได้
Johnson
ง่ายครับผมว่า
is the biggest
The Rock นี่
celebrity
คือเป็น
on the face of the
เซเลบริ
planet
ตี้
today.
ที่ดังที่สุดในตอน
Now,
นี้
whether
นะฮะ
he's a blue chipper, the people's
เขาเป็น
champion,
แชมป์ม
or
หา
as
ช
we
น
know him right now,
และทุกคนก็
the
รู้อยู่แล้วตอนนี้เป็น
final
Final
boss.
Boss ของตอนนี้นะฮะ
Commanded all of the attention in the arena
แล้ว
since
ก็
the very first
เขาเดบิวต์ใน
moment he
ปี
made his
1996 ใน
WWE
Survivor
debut
Series
at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The
ก็
Rock
จุด
would
เริ่มต้นที่
become
เขาเข้ามานะ The Rock
WWE's first ever
มาในเป็น
third
เจน
generation
รุ่นที่
superstar,
3 นะฮะของ
following in the footsteps of his
ของ The
father
Rock นะเป็นรุ่นที่
and
3 แล้วครับ
grandfather,
และต่อจากพ่อแล้วก็ปู่ของเขานะฮะ
who had competed in WWE rings before him.
ใช่สองคนนี้เขาเป็นคนที่เข้ามาก่อน The Rock นะนี่ก็เป็นความรับผิดชอบที่ใหญ่ยิ่งของ The Rock อีกแล้ว
High expectations, the Great One surpassed them all. Along with the usual achievements, if your name is The Rock, 2 Intercontinental
The Rock นั้นเป็นแชมป์อินเตอร์2 สมัย
5 tag team
แชมป์แท็กทีม 5 สมัย
8
แล้วก็เป็นแชมป์ WWE Heavyweight Champion 8 สมัย แล้วก็เป็นผู้ชนะ Royal Rumble ก็บอกได้เลยว่าลืมไม่ได้นะว่า The Rock เป็นสมบัติของชาตินะ
has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan,
The Rock ชนะ
Stone Cold Steve Austin,
WrestleMania กับ
and
Hulk
John
Hogan
Cena.
Stone Cold
Each of
และ
these
ซีน่า
men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these men found out what happens when you go 1-on-1. Oh, you know the rest. Of course, The Rock
และแน่นอน The Rock เป็น
Cold Steve
ผู้ปรับตลอดกาลกับ
popularity
The
during
Stone Cold Steve
World
Austin นี่เป็นเรื่องที่ดังมากๆในยุคนั้นนะ
with rock bottoms and people's elbows while
การ
tearing
เจอ
them
กัน
apart
ด้วย
on
การใช้
mic
Rock
with
Bottom
cutting
นะฮะ
one-liners and catchphrases that are still recited to this day.
If you smell, know your role and shut your mouth.
He ended CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion at the 2013 Royal Rumble as well, after having only competed twice over the previous 9 years, displaying the always ready mentality and physical conditioning on which he
อัน
has
นี้ให้ดูว่า
built
The Rock นี่
his
การ
global
เตรียมตัว
brand.
ที่
But
แข็
you
งแกร่ง
don't
แค่ไหน
need
นะฮะ
me to rattle off The Rock's resume to you, now do you? Of course not. The man is an occasion unto himself. He has headlined the biggest events against WWE's most iconic superstars and has always found a way to, how does he put it? Layeth the smackdown on some jabroni's candy ass. I couldn't have said it better myself, although I think I may have just done that. But indeed, he
และแน่นอน
has
เขามี
on a Thursday night
นะฮะ
in February of 1997
ศึกรอในปี 1997 นะ The Rock ตอนนั้นยังชื่อ Rocky Maivia นะฮะและเขากำลังหาผู้ท้าชิงในการชิงแชมป์ Intercontinental นะฮะและคู่ต่อสู้ที่น่ากลัวของเขานะ Triple H นะฮะตอนนั้นยังใช้ Hunter Hearst Helmsley อยู่นะฮะและนี่เป็นแชมป์ครั้งแรกของ Rocky Maivia นะฮะ
So now it's all in your hands. It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest worker in the room to deliver a shocking upset against the Greenwich snob himself. Guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday, Raw Thursday, to give the first jolts to what would become the most electrifying career in sports entertainment.
นะ The Rock จะเจอกับ Triple H Rocky Maivia นี่ Rocky Maivia และนี่เป็น 1-1 ครับผมเพื่อชิงแชมป์ Intercontinentalและผู้ท้าชิงหนัก 275 ปอนด์ Rocky Maivia โอเคผู้ต่อสู้ครับผม Hunter Hearst Helmsley นะฮะหรือที่รู้จักกันในนาม Triple H และผู้ต่อสู้หนัก 246 ปอนด์และเป็นแชมป์ Intercontinental Hunter Hearst Helmsley
Helmsley is scheduled to face another challenger at an upcoming show this Sunday. And he's taking the risk.
A title coveted by legends and hungry young talent alike.
The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our refined champion Hunter Hearst Helmsley and the young challenger Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight and send a message to the WWE that Rocky Maivia has arrived.
Helmsley will do everything in his considerable power to stop that from happening. And as far as Helmsley is concerned, Maivia is big.
We got to cover, guys, for the championship.
He ends the pin attempt for some reason. With the counter. And Byron, Rocky has tremendous exuberance, tremendous youth. He's going to be a star for a long time.
I think Rocky Maivia shows more promise than any other wrestlers I've seen come into WWE. You talk about second-generation wrestlers, but with Rock perched up top. Knee drop. You can tell he's looking to end this here.
Oh, knee lift. Somebody better check his nose.
If Rocky Maivia is going to take down more polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to do it with unrelenting energy. Rocky has to keep coming at the champion with big attacks until Helmsley collapses under the onslaught.
It's a bold strategy that will take everything the young Maivia's got, but you're right. It could be his best path to his first championship win. Intercontinental Championship at stake right here in Lowell, Massachusetts. We're expecting an emotional night for all of us, considering that Shawn Michaels will forfeit the WWE Championship live tonight.
Yeah, I saw a very dejected HBK earlier today. I couldn't even get him to crack a smile at all.
Well, that's just because no one's ever happy to see you, Saxton.
And enters back into the ring.
This is getting awfully close to a count out here.
Helmsley is putting his opponent on notice.
Really cutting it close there. Rocky beats him to the punch. Oh, and he manages to reverse. And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler...
Sky high!
He fails to connect.
ขอบ้าง
Fisherman suplex. Vintage move here. The Cobra.
โอเคได้แล้ว
Elbows trying to free himself, and he escapes.
Here
we go.
Did the champ just close this out?
Shoulders down. And a heartbreaking loss for the young upstart.
ตัวล็อกขาขนาดนั้นเลย
Here is your winner, and still the
ไม่ได้เอาใหม่โอ้ยตาย
The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our fine champion Hunter Hearst Helmsley and the young challenger Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight and send a message to the WWE that Rocky Maivia has arrived.
But Hunter Hearst Helmsley will do everything in his considerable power to stop that from happening. And as far as Helmsley is concerned, Maivia is barely even worth his time. And gets tossed back into the mat. Boom!
Oh.
Intercontinental Championship at stake right here in Lowell, Massachusetts. We're expecting an emotional night for all of us, considering that Shawn Michaels will forfeit the WWE Championship live tonight.
Yeah, I saw a very dejected HBK earlier today. I couldn't even get him to crack a smile at all.
Well, that's just because no one's ever happy to see you, Saxton. Inverted atomic drop. Ooh. And Helmsley just showing his huge edge and experience here. I would say the most cerebral Intercontinental champion we've had.
Cerebral. I like that description for Helmsley.
The champion's intentions are clear after that massive powerbomb.
Look at this. This can't be good. Powerbomb.
The champion doing everything to retain here.
Emphatic kick out for the challenger.
Kicking out there really has to make his opponent question his game plan.
From the top. Elbow drop. Oh, it's a piercing elbow. The champ is willing to gamble big here, putting it all on the line to keep the title.
Picture perfect backbreaker. Maivia in a state of distress.
Maivia just getting smothered by Helmsley.
Cobra clutch cinched in.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Just sent crashing to the arena floor. And conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about.
Rocky has bigger problems in the ring, gentlemen. Biggest match he's ever had. Live, worldwide television. He's got to have a stomach full of butterflies.
And he tosses him back in now. The champ with the cover. Barely kicks out.
Getting dangerously close to ending it all there.
And he counters. And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a young wrestler and pick him apart, take advantage, capitalize, and win.
อยากสู้ข้างล่าง
He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count. Downward DDT.
จับเบี่ยงไป
Into a monkey flip. Monkey flip. And Rocky there not showing any signs of being intimidated. And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can be won outside of the squared circle. From the top.
Misses big time.
ทันแล้วเนี่ย
Helmsley, what's Hunter got for
Championship on the line. Makes the cover. And a heartbreaking loss for the young upstart, Rocky Maivia.
โอ้เดือดล็อกกากเกินเนี่ยต้องยังไง
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
Well, that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard who doesn't deserve to be champion.
Only one of these men will leave this ring our Intercontinental Champion. This should be a memorable match. And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block.
Notwithstanding as well the genes of his grandfather, the incomparable Peter Maivia, Chief Maivia.
Oh boy, they don't come any tougher than Peter Maivia.
He gets back into the ring.
Hunter making it loud and clear for his opponent tonight.
He's got a mind to count out rules as he hits ringside. And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a young wrestler and pick him apart, take advantage, capitalize, and win.
What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young up. Cobra clutch cinched in.
And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold.
Bringing the focus to the temple, hoping to disorient. And Byron Rocky is tremendous.
Rolled up from behind. This could be it.
No good. The rope stopped the pin. And a counter by Helmsley.
Going head to head, putting each other to the test.
Anticipation.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down.
Now it's absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
จบ
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
Well, that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard who doesn't deserve to be champion.
Only one of these men will leave this ring our Intercontinental Champion. This should be a memorable match. And conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about.
Rocky has bigger problems in the ring, gentlemen. Biggest match he's ever had. Live, worldwide television. He's got to have a stomach full of butterflies.
Solid punch. And able to beat Helmsley to the punch. Oh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
Cobra clutch.
สควอตเฟส
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain
ต่อย
wondering why.
ต่อย
And even before the bell rang tonight, I think Hunter Hearst Helmsley has been trying to frustrate Rocky. He's tried to say, hey, young fella, we're going to do things at my pace, not yours.
Rocky, the 6'5", around 270-pound stud, just has to keep his cool. Don't take any unnecessary chances against a cagey competitor the caliber of our Intercontinental Champion.
Each counter leaving these competitors at a stalemate, a string of counters.
โอ้โหสวย
Superstars
มาก
countering one move after another.
ไม่ทัน
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
ออกโคตรแล้ว
Well, that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard who doesn't deserve to be champion.
Only one of these men will leave this ring our Intercontinental Champion. This should be a memorable match.
Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat the snot out of this Maivia kid in less than 10 minutes. In fact, he was showing me on his watch. Did you know he has a timepiece that costs $20,000?
Confident words from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Not sure how relevant his timepiece is to this match, though, Corey.
It isn't relevant. I just wanted to share an example of how far ahead in the game of life Helmsley is.
ตีดีที
And that was a hell of a DDT there.
ไปฟอสเฟสเอ้า
What a reversal
โด
by
นข
Hunter.
ยะโดนเตอร์
Ah, look at this, just cranking it out. Cranking the head. And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block.
Notwithstanding as well, the genes of his grandfather, the incomparable Peter Maivia. Chief, for the title.
Denied a 2 count there.
Frankly, he should have known that wasn't enough.
Oh, he saw it coming.
He's heading back to the ring.
Punch lands.
He got him. Is he going to lock this in?
Okay. Fighting to get out of it. Yes, he makes an escape. Hunter on the receiving end.
มันจะยาก
Oh, attacked in the midsection.
โอ้นี่
Connects. Saw it coming. Getting carried to a vulnerable position here.
Dropped right on their face. And stayed one step ahead.
โอ้จบไม่ทันอีก
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
Well, that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard who doesn't deserve to be champion.
Only one of these men will leave this ring our Intercontinental Champion. This should be a memorable match. A reversal. Well scouted. And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a young wrestler and pick him apart, take advantage, capitalize, and win.
And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can't be won outside of the squared circle.
ทางไหนเผลอนะ
Cobra clutch. He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Counters right back on Rocky.
Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in.
And Rocky there not showing any signs of being intimidated.
If Rocky Maivia is going to take down the more polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to do it with unrelenting energy. Rocky has to keep coming at the champion with big attacks until Helmsley collapses under the onslaught.
It's a bold strategy that will take everything the young Maivia's got, but you're right. It could be his best path to his first championship win. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
ไม่ทันอีกโอ้ยเควสจับเวลามันยากว่ะ
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
Well, that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard who doesn't deserve to be champion.
Only one of these men will leave this ring our Intercontinental Champion. This should be a memorable match. And Byron, Rocky has tremendous exuberance, tremendous youth. He's going to be a star for a long time.
I think Rocky Maivia shows more promise than any other wrestlers I've seen come into WWE. You talk about, oh, and soon we could be seeing a submission here.
Oh, this is going to hurt the leg. Trapped here. Look at this. Look at this. Pounded away. Oh, and that'll break it up.
Big clothesline.
He could be looking for a submission here. Scan it locked in. I didn't expect him to just let go.
I don't know what he's thinking, but he needs to focus on the task at hand.
What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia down around with the schoolboy. Shoulders are down.
The rope saving.
Well spotted by our official. Back elbow completely cuts them off.
And conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. He might show up.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about.
Rocky has bigger problems in the ring, gentlemen. Biggest match he's ever had. Live, worldwide television. He's got to have a stomach full of butterfly.
First up top. Knee drop. And give credit where it's due. Rocky Maivia is leaving nothing in the ring in pursuit of the Intercontinental Championship.
Maivia took to the sky and executed that high-risk perfectly. I don't think Helmsley had that scouted at all.
Drop kick. It's the mark.
Maivia dishing it out now.
The power of Rocky Maivia is too much for Helmsley right now. And even before the bell rang tonight, I think Hunter Hearst Helmsley has been trying to frustrate Rocky. He's trying to say, hey, young fella, we're going to do things at my pace, not yours.
Rocky, the 6'5", around 270-pound stud, just has to keep his cool. Don't take any unnecessary chances against a cagey competitor the caliber of our Intercontinental Champion.
From the top.
Hunter on the receiving end.
And evades the attack.
Drop kick.
คอนเนอร์จับไปคอนเนอร์มีละแล้วครับ
Hunter
ผม
whipped into the corner. Nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
แล้วที่เพชรยกเดอะร็อกขึ้น
Helmsley
นะจังหวะ
muscling
นี้
Maivia up to the top turnbuckle and a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
ตบนี่เข็มขัดอยู่นี่เข้าใจไหมนี่เข็มขัด
This is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Look at Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover. And Rocky stays in and getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
But Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again.
โดนถือคิกกลับมาตัว1 2เรียบร้อยจบเลยร็อกกี้ไมเวียนะฮะรวบกดชนะไปครับผมและผู้ชนะได้แชมป์อินเตอร์คอนติเนนทัลคนใหม่ร็อกกี้ไมเวียจบเลยนะฮะจบแบบจบจริงนะฮะไปต่อไปก็เป็นแมตช์ที่4ครับผม
In a family of elite combat athletes
ด้านต้นไม้อีกแล้วนะ
The final boss
และ Final Boss ที่โดดเด่นที่สุดนะครับก็คือ The Rock นะฮะแต่เขาไม่ใช่ Final Boss จริงๆของ Bloodline นั่นก็คือหัวหน้าเผ่านะเป็น The Rock ปู่ของ The Rock นะฮะเป็น The First Boss เป็นบอสคนแรกนะฮะผมคิดว่าเขาเป็นจุดเริ่มต้นเลยนะครับผมเป็นรากฐานแล้วก็นี่แหละว่าทำไมเขาถึงเป็นหัวหน้าเผ่าได้นะ
isn't simply one of the two principles behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere
เขาเป็นแชมป์ที่ไปที่ไหนเขาก็เป็นแชมป์นะไม่ว่าจะเป็นนิวซีแลนด์ญี่ปุ่นยุโรปหรือที่นี่นะสหรัฐอเมริกาและเขาประสบความสำเร็จมากที่สุดในแคลิฟอร์เนียนะ เขาเจอกับ Legendary อย่างตำนานอย่างบิลลี่เกรแฮมและแน่นอนว่าเขาจะต้องชนะอย่างแน่นอนนะและหัวหน้าเผ่าอย่างปีเตอร์ไมวีเขามีการจับทุ่มที่โดดเด่นในการจับผู้ต่อสู้ลงไปที่พื้นนะครับ
and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia
แล้วนอกสนามและหัวหน้าเผ่าเขาเป็นคนที่ประสบความสำเร็จที่สุดในวงการมวยปล้ำเลยโพเลนิเซียมโปรเรสลิงอินฮาวายและเขาได้เข้า Hall of Fame ในปี 2008 นะครับและตอนนี้เป็นโอกาสของเราที่เราจะได้เป็นปีเตอร์ไมวีตำนานหัวหน้าเผ่าและเจอกับจอร์จแอนิมอลสตีลตำนานอีกหนึ่งคนของ WWE
and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steel is no easy battle.
ไม่ใช่ผู้ต่อสู้ที่ง่ายเลยเขาเป็นคนที่เรียกได้ว่าสร้างความปั่นป่วนให้ผู้ต่อสู้ได้ดีและกินอะไร
and honor High Chief Peter Maivia
ทำหน้าที่ให้ดีที่สุด
with a
และ
resounding victory.
จงเป็นผู้หัวหน้าเผ่าที่มีความน่าเกรงขามมากที่สุดมาแล้วเจอรู้สึกเดวันคืออะไร
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
ไม่เจอเลยทีว่า
A steel cage match.
อุ้ยเจอในตึกกงเหล็กนะฮะ
From Detroit, Michigan.
มาจากมิชิแกน
At 275 pounds.
หนัก245 275ต่อจอร์จ The Animal ตี
I'm not even sure the cage.
เวอร์ดินะหัวหน้าเผ่าปีเตอร์ไมวีปูเดอะร็อกนะ
Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent.
และผู้ต่อสู้ของ
Isle of Samoa.
จากซามัว
At 275 pounds.
หนัก275 ปอนด์เท่ากันเลยนะฮะ
Peter
หัวหน้าเผ่า
Steal it better.
Peter
Keep an eye
Maivia.
on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steel in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the animal. Most of their...
No, nothing fancy here. Tasting victory. Beautiful. Might sneak one. He clearly wants to dish out more punishment.
What a headbutt.
Vicious.
The animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steel to get even crazier.
Oh, Maivia is prepared, all right. The man is extremely tough and agile. In fact, the High Chief's entire body can be considered a weapon.
Completely flattened, and that should do it. That has to do it.
ตรงนี้สวนปีเตอร์ไมวี
Oh, he flips that around. Boom.
ดึง
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steel often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia looks
Cover here. Is it enough?
แล้วก็ชัดตัวเยอะ
Kick out before the refs count.
He is definitely struggling to keep him down at this point.
มุน
Snapmare.
โคก
Two very opposing styles in every sense of the word, Corey. High Chief Maivia is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steel. What's it going to take for the animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steel makes sense to someone as traditional as Maivia. There's never any telling what the animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way.
Making a move, but is it the right moment?
ตื่นไปแล้ว
At last, he's climbed to the top of the steel cage. And he's straddling the top of the cage, just feet away from making it to the outside.
He's halfway home. Time to start the descent.
He's made it up.
ทำอะไรอ่ะ
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steel in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
ก่อนนะ
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them. George the Animal Steel is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawl.
ทิ้ง
And he might be the best
Đúng
brawler
rồi.
in WWE, Michael. There is no
Ồ,
shortage
ồ.
of fight in the
Ồ,
animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The
Oh,
High Chief
oh,
Peter Maivia. When you
oh.
consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel cage stipulation.
Momentum is all with Maivia now.
Yeah, and Maivia has really figured the
โอ้
animal
ปวด
out
หลั
here.
ง
Look, the most intelligent competitor in a battle knows that there are many roads to victory, including the low road. Hey, desperate times call for desperate measures. You got to do what you got to do.
อืมอืมนวดอืม
Oh. The High Chief Peter Maivia
Wow.
really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh, yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the island.
To the sky.
Oh.
Oof, nobody home.
งั้นนี่โอ้โหแตก
That last shot did major damage. Blood's running down his face.
ไม่ได้
The knee is out of the way.
แตกแรง
Power slam.
พอ
Oh my goodness.
Just punishing their opponent.
งั้นนี่
Uh-oh. Look at this. Launched into the cage.
Able to fight Maivia off. George the Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by a count out to the High Chief.
โอ้
In Steel's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
โอ้โอ้
Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the animal will throw at him.
โอ้
Even
คื
in
น
some...
Double leg takedown. Got the shoulders down. Elevates his shoulder ahead of the count.
I didn't think this match was close to over.
He's ordering the ref to
Hey, hey,
open the
hey, hey,
cage door.
จะให้เปิดประตูทำไมไม่ต้องเปิด
Delivers the snapmare and drops the fist.
Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
And you can see Steel is struggling to weather the storm with the High Chief. Lots of counters from each athlete. Impenetrable defense.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steel's competitors. One man based on power, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely eye-catching.
And Steel is, well, he's an ugly creature. Enough hair on his upper torso to classify his fur. Folds in his bald head. He's like a modern-day Neanderthal. Headlock. Oh, cheap shot right above the eye.
Well, the unorthodox style of George Steele is certainly working well at this juncture.
Let's see if Maivia has an answer for the animal. And there he goes, climbing up the cage wall.
Have to dig deep if you want to reach the top of the cage.
And he's on to the top as this crowd holds their breath. Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it's certainly well, Michael. Wait, shoulders down.
Is it enough? Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
Could be in search of a second win now.
Great ring awareness saved him. George with great awareness. Hold on. He's just measuring him now.
Ooh. Right to the gut. Wow, what a strike to the back.
โอ้โหสวนยาวเลย
Stop in the leg.
And it seems as though the High Chief is in a rare state of distress.
Yeah, it's very difficult to prepare for George the Animal Steel.
It knew what was coming there.
ทำอะไร
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the Animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
From the heavens, big body splash from the top.
เด็กข้างบนขึ้นได้
Big arm dragon screw leg whip.
แต่ไม่เล่นเลยนะ
What now? Oh, not to the belly.
Into the bend. George is trying to seal this one up. Kick out just before 2.
Somehow still in this fight. Not down and out yet.
Saw what was coming and got out of dodge quick. Why? Why?
Producing seeing a trampling.
The animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steel to get even crazier.
Oh, Maivia is prepared, all right. The man is extremely tough and agile. In fact, the High Chief's entire body can be considered a weapon.
He saw that coming.
Down to opponent and a double axe handle smash.
Ian Steel fending him off. Oh, look at a torch of their opponent. Oh, this isn't going to be good. Oh, man. That unraveled on George. Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian. And the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anoa'i family. In fact, Peter's... Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming.
He's in excruciating pain. The hold locked in tight.
Yet he's still struggling, refusing to give up.
Able to punch his way out.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Maivia just dominated the...
finisher ก็น่าจะนั่นนะ Spinebuster กับ Spinning Backbreaker
Animal with that one. Slows that down with a well-placed kick.
Oh, cheap shot right above the eye.
Caught by the back of the...
He wants it one more time.
Spinning Back
There's the backbreaker.
Maivia can taste it now.
แล้วก็ที่เหลือก็เหลือจับกดกัน
This has been a true brawl, and you can see Maivia and Steel got the cover. Is it enough to close
ก
this
ด
out?
กดลองเชิญต่อ
The High Chief defeats the animal.
ครับผมผู้ชนะนะฮะปีเตอร์มาวี
High Chief Peter Maivia.
โอ้เดี๋ยวแบตนี้แมตช์สุดท้ายนะแล้วเดี๋ยวจบไลฟ์ไปก่อนนะฮะอ้าววันนี้เป็นผู้หญิงนะฮะนี่เธอไม่ใช่ผู้หญิงธรรมดาแต่เธอเป็นซุปเปอร์สตาร์ที่ดีที่สุดใน WWE เป็น Queen of the Ring มีพลังความเป็นธรรมชาติของเขาในการแข่งขันนะฮะญาติของลูกพี่ลูกน้อง The Rock นะแนร์แจ็คมาใน NXT ก็ราวๆ10 ปีที่แล้วได้นะฮะแนร์แจ็คกำราบคู่ต่อสู้ทุกคนจนได้เป็นแชมป์ Women's Champion และหลังจากนั้นไม่นานเขาก็อยู่ใน Raw และ SmackDown นี่โดนดราฟไปที่ร้อนแล้วนายแจ็คมาที่รอตอนปี 2016 จากการดราฟและตั้งแต่ที่เขามาจอยมาที่ศึกหลักก็ไม่มีใครปลอดภัยจากนายแจ็คอีกเลยเธอเป็นแชมป์โลก2 สมัยแชมป์แท็กทีมอีก2 สมัยแล้วก็เคยมาศึก Royal Rumble เป็นแมตช์ผู้ชายนะฮะในปี 2019 แล้วเหวี่ยงใครออกไปไม่รู้เมื่อกี้มองไม่ทันแล้วก็เธอได้ปะทะกับชาร์ลอตต์เบลลี่และหลายคนนะฮะการทำลายล้างของเธอนี่มันสุดยอดจริงๆและเธอมีทักษะที่คล้ายๆกับโยโกซูน่าเธอใช้บันไซดรอปแต่เป็นเวอร์ชันของเธอเองและถ้ามันสำเร็จแล้วก็ยืนนั้นก็จบสิ้นแล้วเธอก็สำเร็จประสบความสำเร็จมาเรื่อยๆนะได้โอกาสหลายอย่าง และปีที่แล้วนะในปี 2024 ใน Queen of the Ring ก็เธอก็ชนะและเนอร์มี่เจสคาร์กิลและเบงกาเบเลแล้วก็ได้สู้กับไลล่าวาคิเรียนะฮะแล้วก็วาคิเรียได้เธอชนะดาโกต้าไคซูเอสตาร์กแล้วก็ดาโกต้าไคใครนะ
With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition.
เนียแจ็คเป็นผู้ชนะเป็นควีนคนแรกในประวัติศาสตร์ของบัตรไลน์นะครับ
Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
นะฮะลำต้องเป็นแนวแจ็คแล้วเจอกับ
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring finals.
Is the final match in the
นี่เป็นรอบชิง Queen of the Ring
Introducing first from San Diego,
ผู้ต่อสู้คนแรกมาจากแคลิฟอร์เนียได้แจ็คมาผู้ต่อสู้ของนายแจ็คในศึก Queen of the Ring มากับปีกอันขยายเขาเนี่ย
Lyra Valkyria fancies herself a Morgan,
Lyra
which is an Irish
Valkyria.
goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
และผู้ต่อสู้จากดับลินไอร์แลนด์ไลล่าไฟคิวมาดูเควสก่อนเลยว่าทำอะไรออกให้วิ่งในโชคดีที่เราวิ่งกันแบบเป็นเรื่องปกติอยู่แล้วแล้วโดนจับล็อกแขน
I'm not sure this is going to work either. Jack's just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh,
nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed. I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax.
โดนตามเข้าเส้นตะเพิง
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home.
โอ้โหล่วงเลย
And Valkyria's got a chance.
แล้ววาคิเรียจะทำอะไรเด้งเชือกมาจังหวะนี้โดนตะทีบดรอปคิกไป
Lyra may actually pull this off.
นอนต่อ
Lyra
เลย
may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Lyra says she feels alive every time she flies, and that's what Nia has to avoid tonight, keeping Lyra grounded.
The woman thinks she's a bird, Cole. What do you expect?
It's symbolism, Graves.
หลบพื้นหลบมาหลบกลับให้โกง
Nia Jax.
แล้วยกอ่ะ
Oh, that opens the door for Valkyria. Stationary position, turns around.
Incredible agility.
A move like that is what sets you apart from other superstars.
In danger of being counted out. Now's the time to get back to the ring.
นับดึงมาไม่ให้ไปเลย
She knew how to evade that. Each woman here has had a tough road to become a Queen of the Ring finalist. Every match up in this market has been a toss-up.
Valkyria knocked off former women's champion Io Sky earlier this week, but Nia's had an even tougher challenge. Two great former champions in the form of Naomi and Bianca Belair.
Even more impressive than that, she handed Jade Cargill her first WWE loss.
Granted, Corey, that was a disqualification victory for Jax. I'd say there's still some unfinished business between Nia and Jade. Well, if you're Lyra Valkyria, what do you do to pull off a massive upset tonight?
Well, Lyra's a technical wizard, Cole. In fact, from a technique perspective, she may actually have...
อันนี้ก็เลยอันล่าง
Nia Jax outgunned. And beyond relying on her technique, if I'm Lyra, I'm going to try to frustrate Nia. I don't know how possible that is, but if you frustrate Nia, she may make a crucial mistake.
Confidence is always a key for Nia Jax. She comes into every match thinking she hasn't won.
But when you have this business in your blood like Nia does, that confidence is genetic.
But ever since the irresistible force returned to WWE 8 months ago, her confidence has been on another level.
And she's gaining even more confidence as this match progresses. Jax may just be unstoppable now. Uh-oh. Samoan drop!
He did.
Uh-oh. Valkyria from behind, a rider roll takedown. Bridges back. This could do it.
Not even a 1 count there.
At this point of the match, I'm not surprised.
Roundhouse kick on the mark.
There's so many moves at Nia's disposal that she can end this match with. For Lyra, not nearly as much.
Yeah, I can't imagine it would be easy for Valkyria to pick up Nia Jax and drop her with the Nightwing.
Please, let's call the move by its real name. It's a Samoan driver. You think Nia Jax doesn't have the Samoan driver scouted? Nia Jax is doing whatever she wants. Each Samoan drop driving all of the air out of Lyra Valkyria. From the middle ropes, tornado DDT.
Oh, what a leg drop.
She's pumping herself up, reaching out for that burst of energy. Headlock takeover, slowing down the pace.
Really wrenching it.
Climbing up to the top, looking to go high risk.
I know.
Look at the height. She went
missed.
Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, going to climb up to the second rope.
เชือกเส้นที่2นะฮะ
This is a scary situation for Lyra.
Oh, look at this, maybe not.
No way, there's no way.
Oh,
my
no. Good night, Annihilator.
จบเจอบันซ้ายด้วยและผู้ชนะและเป็น Queen of the Ring คนใหม่คนแรกที่ได้แจ็คนะฮะ
What a victory to the brand new Queen
ชนะเลยนะฮะ
of the Ring
แล้ว Triple H มามอบมงกุฎให้ด้วยตัวเองนะ
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE and Triple H going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax, officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new Queen.
Okay. โอเคจบไปก่อนนะสำหรับไลฟ์ของพาร์ทนี้นะเดี๋ยวเจอกันใหม่พาร์ทหน้าครับผมว่าจะเป็นยังไงกับโชว์เคส The Bloodline Dynasty นะครับผ่านเรานี่เราก็ผ่านไป5แมตช์แล้วครับผม และแมตช์ต่อไปจะผ่านหน้าเจอเลยครับผมริกิชิจะเจอกับโซนโคลสตีฟออสตินในศึกโนเมอร์ซี่ในปี 2000 นะดูว่าจะเป็นยังไงนะแล้วถ้าสมมติถ้าใครชอบแต่นะผมสามารถกด subscribe นะครับผมแล้วก็สามารถกดไลค์กดแชร์ได้นะผมแล้วก็สามารถ donate ได้นะครับก็จะเป็นพระคุณมากครับผมก็สำหรับพาร์ทนี้ขอลาไปก่อนนะผมเจอใหม่ไลฟ์หน้าสวัสดีครับ Let's go Let's go
Yeah. When you take a sleep on my body, let me try to save your night. I can take my eyes off you every day. If it means a chance that it's too late. This love is hard as topic, so my heart is beating like crazy. Sweetness or the fact that falling in love. Want it all, time to rest. Romantic feeling, I just want you to keep on my love with the present.